Have you ever heard of the Farlands? It's a place where Minecraft's code completely breaks. They were removed over 10 years ago and never seen again. At least, that's what we thought. Because 4,286 days later, Minecraft 1.20 released, and suddenly hundreds of posts said that they were back. I want to find out if this is true, which means we need to travel 30 million blocks to get there, which is going to require over 150 elytras. That's why I am looking for as many end cities as possible. Oh my gosh, it has been a long time since I've looted one of these. All right, anything good? And then the elytra. That is one down, 161 to go. Oh, nice. I found another city. And that's the second elytra. Let's go. Well, this is going to be pretty repetitive, so how about I give you a crazy montage to pass the time? I ended up looting hundreds more cities. This took so long that I managed to watch the entire first Lord of the Rings movie, the extended edition. It's like 4 hours long. I actually have a motto where if you do something enough times, you will naturally find the most optimal way to complete the task. And here's the proof. Look at how fast I get this elytra. From the time I touch down, I get the dragon head, mine in, come over here, get the elytra, loot the chests, and we're done. All right, everyone, we need 2 more elytras. 1, and yes, let's go. So now that I have all the elytras, because we're over 30,000 blocks out, we are going to need a gateway to get back. Wow, I've never seen one spawn on a city like that. That is so weird, but I'll take it. So I'm back and I have all the loot here, so now let's spend a little bit sorting it out. And while we do this, I would like to break the journey down into some steps, with preparation being the first one. Okay, so we got 6 full shulkers of elytras, but by themselves, they're not good enough, so we got to enchant them. And oh my gosh, that's gonna cost a lot of levels. Not sure if 12,700 levels is going to be enough. Let me just get some anvils, and then we're going to go to the villager trading hall in the dome base. Now I literally just have to buy as many Unbreaking 3 and mending books as I can. And now we need to just put all of these onto the elytras. Okay, 6 levels each time. Ouch. I ran out of books, so I'm going to buy some more and then repeat this process until all the elytras are enchanted. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to tell you about the next thing we need, which are fireworks. Like 100,000 fireworks. Now, normally it would be very difficult to get these, except for the fact that we have this insane sugarcane farm, as well as this raid farm where we literally have millions of gunpowder stored up. And then I can go ahead and use our mass crafter to make all the fireworks, and by putting everything right here, we officially have step 1 completed. Now you might think that next we can just leave and start flying to the Farlands, but that's actually not the case. You see, I'm not the first person to try to travel millions of blocks out in a Minecraft world.
And I think this is going to take about 20 hours.
There's 40 hours of flight time.
30 to 40 hours.
Hundreds of hours.
One common factor that all these people shared was the time that it took to get there. It literally takes days. Not Minecraft days, but real life days. And my thought is once I find the Farlands, I'm not going to want to have to fly all the way back as well. So that's why we are going to use ender pearls. And by using this classic etho clock here, I can throw an ender pearl in, then let's put 64 sticks in, and now I need to get really far away quickly. Okay, any second now. Any moment. Yes! Oh my gosh, it worked. Okay, so basically now we can put a bunch more items into these clocks, and it's gonna take way longer to teleport me back. Then I believe by placing a comparator here, this will make the clock go way slower. Awesome, so if my math is correct, this should activate every 48 hours or so, which according to Lockdown Life, he said will be way more than enough time to get to the edge of the world. Let me just load our final ender pearl in. Good grief, I really hope this works, because if not, I'm basically gonna be stuck at the edge of the world. That's not that important. At least we finished the timer. And now the last thing we need to get is a box of basically just all the materials and things that I might need when I'm out there, which will definitely include some obsidian, flint steel, sure, sticky pistons in case we do any redstone, maybe pistons, levers, iron is always good to have, extra wood. Then I must also display my dominance of the world by creating a special banner for my totalitarian regime. Serious question for everyone watching. Does anyone know how to actually make a custom banner? Like, I can't say I've ever done this. What? Huh? Oh, wait, so I guess we need to make a banner pattern like this. Okay, that's good. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, we use the loom. Yes, so our totalitarian regime must have a skull. Then we can just like randomly start applying stuff. Okay, are you ready to see this banner? Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Wait, that's... No, no! There we go. There's the first one. Actually, bro, that looks pretty funny. I like it. You know what? I know what we're gonna do. The Wunba Republic. There we go. Our totalitarian regime has our first bit of propaganda. There we go. That's everything we need. I'm gonna pack it all up, head over to the Ender Pearl timer, and oh man, once I switch this lever, our timer starts. Now on my computer, I'm gonna start a stopwatch. That way I can keep track of roughly how much time has passed. So in 3, 2, 1. Timer's ticking. Oh my gosh, we gotta go. We gotta go. I'm just kidding. I love being dramatic, but we have like 50 hours, so there's no need to stress out. So I think I want to go in the direction of the Emerald Beacon. And now I should probably mention that I'm going to the corner of the Farlands instead of the normal edge of the world. Why? Well, I think it'll look cooler. So I've never actually done this before, but I'd imagine I need to fill my inventory up with a bunch of elytras. Yeah, I mean, 8 should definitely be enough. And how about 23 stacks of fireworks? Oh, and these are the level 3 ones, so they're gonna be extra powerful. Okay, F3 is open. And then I'm gonna make sure to use a firework every 4 seconds. Perfect. So then we can just use these until we get really high up in the world. All right, we are now over 10,000 blocks up. That is probably good enough. And now we need to point downwards. I did some research, and apparently if we point exactly 5.9 degrees downwards, that is the most efficient way to fly with an elytra. So now that that's set, it's time to just wait. I'm currently about 25,000 blocks out, and it looks like the first elytra is about to break. Swap? Hold on, wait. That means I'm gonna have to be here the entire time in case an elytra breaks. That is gonna be horrible. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if there's any possible way to automatically swap the elytras. So I found a program called AutoHotkey. Basically, it's a program that allows you to program your own programs, but you gotta be a good programmer because programming programs using a program that you don't know how to use can be difficult. That's why I talked to some programmers who are really good at programming, and they helped me program my own program. Let me show you how it works. So when I press the F5 key, this happens. Look at that work. Isn't that cool? Oh no, that's not supposed to happen. I didn't have enough elytras in my inventory, but what matters is that they just got swapped. And that was also just for demonstration purposes. But when it's actually working, they're gonna swap out every 25 minutes. And that means with just 9 elytras, I can spend about 4 hours away from my PC doing other stuff. So now we're gonna test this with even more elytras. So I think 16 should be good, and then we're also going to have less fireworks. And the reason I want more elytras is because that is going to allow me to travel higher up in my world and then not need to check my computer as often. Look at this, we are 70,000 blocks up in the world. Well, anyways, I'm going to let this run until we get to the Farlands, which means I have literally nothing to do because it's all automatic. So we're going to let the computer run, and I'm going to go touch some grass. OMG, take your photos. It's a Minecraft YouTuber touching grass. All of this was fun and games, and it went on like this for quite a while, until about 40 hours in when I realized there was a potentially disastrous problem approaching. Basically, when I saw the lockdown life video, I calibrated the Ender Pearl timer to take about 50 hours, thinking that would be plenty of enough time to get to the edge of the world. However, I'm going to the corner of the world. And for those of you who have graduated to 8th grade, you would have learned about a little something called the Pythagorean theorem, which basically says that going diagonally to the corner is much much further. In fact, it's 1.553 million blocks further. So we might have an issue with the Ender Pearl timer. If it activates before I get to the edge of the world, then all my effort would have been for nothing because of one simple mistake of not making the timer long enough. And so with that thought in the back of my mind, I continued to travel for hours upon hours, wondering and hoping that this wasn't all going to be wasted. Well, it has been a long week of traveling, but we have arrived at 3.75 million blocks out in the nether. Oh yeah, now that means we can check off the second step. Now it is time to make our portal and see the Farlands. Okay, I promised my buddy Mogswamp that I'd call him when I got here, so... Oh, Mogswamp.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh, nothing much. I just made this portal here.
Whoa, that's a big portal.
Yeah, and it was also probably a waste of time.
And resources.
Yeah, but what can I say? I'm excited to be here. Now, the question is, Mog, are you excited?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Load, come on, load. Huh? What? But these are the world border. Where are the Farlands?
Yeah, no, that's the world border. Are you sure that the Farlands actually spawn?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Wait, you think or you know?
I didn't actually check.
Dude, you didn't check? Hold on, let me look this up.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, what is it?
I think they patched them already.
Oh, come on, you're joking me, right?
I'm not. I'm so sorry.
I spent 60 hours getting out here for nothing.
Dude, 60 hours? That's absurd.
Now I'm expected to just go all the way... Oh, no. No.
What?
No.
What is it?
Oh,
What is
my
it?
gosh. No. That timer that I set for 40 hours... It would have activated by now.
Oh my God, dude, you're stuck at the world border.
So this was extremely bad. Not only were the Farlands non-existent, but also the Ender Pearl that I had thrown by now would have activated, and because I was in the Nether when it activated in the overworld, it would have been wasted and not teleported me, meaning that my one shot at getting back was lost, and I was stuck 60 million blocks out in my world. Because it's hardcore, I can't die to get back. I had already used all my fireworks and elytras to get here, and end portals might have worked at getting me home if they spawned this far out, but they don't. That Ender Pearl was truly the only way home, and because of that, my hope was lost, and the memories came flooding in. All the close calls, builds, good times. It is done. The bad times. Everything was lost to a simple mistake of me getting stuck at the edge of the world. What a tragic way to lose it all. And the worst part was that all of it was for nothing.
How you doing, man?
You know, sort of the same. I'm still mad that I couldn't even find the Farlands.
Well, I was actually thinking about that a bit.
Yeah, and?
All right, hear me out. What if, because you couldn't find the Farlands, you build the Farlands?
Oh my gosh. That's actually a really cool idea. I'm gonna do that. I am going to do that. But I'm still stuck at the edge of the world.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's tough, man.
Dang, that would have been so cool as well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, is this... Okay, it's recording. Okay, I kid you not. When I was editing the video, I looked back at the footage where we put the items into the hopper clock, and look at this. 4 items. I thought that I only put 2 in, but 4. Each item is a full day. Which means that timer was not set for 40 hours. It was set for 80 hours, which means it hasn't gone off yet. It is an absolute miracle that I can get home. And the best part is that when we get back, I can still build the Farlands like Mogswamp suggested. So let's not let this second chance go to waste. Okay, so we have about 20 hours before I get teleported back. Let's have some fun at the world border before then. The first thing I want to try is getting outside the world border using ender pearls. Yes! Wait, no, that hurts. Get back, get back. I didn't realize the world border kills you. Oh, that explains why there aren't any mobs out there. That just gave me a really interesting question. What would happen if there was an ancient city outside the world border? Do you think I could trigger a Skulk Shrieker and spawn a Warden? What would happen to the Warden? Okay, I can't get too distracted, but we'll test that later. Although first, I have some other things I want to do. So, you've seen people do the slab thing. It's cool, but you've never seen someone do it at the world corner. What do you think will happen here? Oh, well, I guess that's expected. Dude, wait, what? That's the first ever triple slot block. Dude, I'm gonna put our banner on top. Just so you know, by watching that, you are now legally obliged to join the Wumba Republic and serve your leader by subscribing below.
Well, now there's still like 20 hours until I get teleported back. So instead of making you watch everything I do, how about I just give you a super fast montage? Awesome, so I killed some time by finding this pet horse and building this house,
and now I want to answer the question about spawning a Warden outside the border.
and that's why I am currently searching for a Shrieker that is outside the border. Okay, I think I found one. Now we just need to mine down and get to it. Oh, I hate this. I am terrified of the Warden from what's happened in the past. Alright, I'm looking for a Shrieker, but also a good spot to tell you about Liquid IV, the sponsor of today's video. Before that, we need to Ender Pearl out there, and then jump to trigger the Shrieker for the first time. Alright, here's the second time, and the third time. Anything? Anything? Hey, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. No! Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna eat this apple and then tell you why Liquid IV is my favorite electrolyte drink mix and how it provides superior hydration than water alone. Okay, it is time to go. Oh my gosh. Oh, block. Okay. The best part is that you can prepare this in under a minute by simply tearing, pouring, and mixing. Here's just a quick shot of me drinking Liquid IV because it's really good. I think we're good. Oh my gosh. No, we are not good. We need to go. Oh my gosh. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, what is lava doing? Oh my gosh. Run. 3 hearts. I'm literally going to die. I am actually going to die. No. Oh my gosh. Totem. Okay. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. The crazy thing about Liquid IV is that it has 3 times more electrolytes than the leading sports drink, meaning you will have energy for whatever activity it is you're doing. And the new white peach hydration multiplier flavor is sugar-free. And it does this while still tasting amazing. Oh my gosh. Block out of here. Ender pearls. Okay. I'm going to try to Ender Pearl away from the Warden. Where is he? Oh, he is right there. Oh, okay. Ender Pearl. I think we're safe. You know what, Warden? I'm gonna give you 20% off Liquid IV using code Wunba. Yeah, that's right. Get 20% off using the link in the description below. Thank you, Liquid IV, for sponsoring this video. Now I need to get out of here. And also, that's everything I wanted to do out here, and the timer is about to go off, so I think I'll just AFK in a pit until it does. Don't worry, I will record the whole thing so we don't miss it. Whoa, wait, did it work? Yes! Oh my gosh, finally! I can finally check off the 3rd step. Let's go! And now we can move on to planning the actual Farlands build. And oh man, I cannot wait to see the look on Mogswomp's face when we finish it. So, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be really cool to build the entire Farlands around my spawn or something? I guess, wait, wouldn't they then be considered the close lands?
Got him!
Like, you just be down here and way off in the distance, you see them all around you. That would be so sick. So let's go ahead and first plan where they're gonna go. And for that, we are going to need some dirt from the storage. And okay, this is gonna be corner 1. Then I'll just build all the way up. Yeah, this looks high enough. So now let's start by bridging all the way out and making an outline. so that looks decent, but oh my gosh, that's just enormous. How the heck am I going to build this? Probably gonna want to start in a corner, and let's just make this out of stone. Then we can sort of just mark everything, and I have no clue how to do this. Allow me to introduce you to the section of the video where I realized that building the Farlands was not gonna be an easy task. But I was desperate and in search of answers, so I went to Discord and messaged one of the best builders I know.
Hey, Wunba, what's up?
Say hello to Davdi. I said say hello! He is one of the best builders I know and has made some just jaw-dropping creations. Hey Davdi, so to cut to the chase, have you ever heard of the Farlands?
Yeah.
What if I told you I want to build them in my hardcore world?
Bro, are you crazy?
Maybe? Is that a compliment? Anyways, I talked through all the details with Davdi, at which point he agreed to offer his help. So with Davdi on board, it was time to get started. The first step to build anything large scale is to have a reference photo. When in doubt, you can always go back to it, and in our case, this is going to be our inspiration. Now, the next part of this is going to require some Minecraft land generation explanations. So when Minecraft generates land, it uses something called purlin, which is basically a pattern with like squiggly lines like this. And back in the day, this was how the Farlands were created. As you can see, the patterns are similar. So you're saying there's a purlin command in Minecraft?
Yeah, it's actually really simple.
If you say so.
Okay, I can work on the purlin if you make the size.
Yeah, I like that more. When Big Brain Davdi was testing some different purlin patterns to find one that was closest to the old Farlands type, I mapped out the size of the build using diamond and gold blocks. And this is the same size as the square we made in the hardcore world.
Ooh, I think I got it.
Whoa, oh my gosh, that looks really good.
Thanks. I'm thinking we can stretch this along the whole side that you just made.
Wait, can I please do the command?
Okay, sure.
Okay, I got the first position, and there's the second. Then you're saying I need to do the command?
Yeah, you go ahead and just hit enter.
Whoa, bro, this looks so sick.
Yeah, it really does. But we're probably gonna need to come in here and there and hand place some blocks.
Over the next half hour or so, Davdi and I talked and corrected all the weird gaps and such, and it really just goes to show how nice everyone on the bakery is. We finally finished the corrections, and then it was time to detail everything.
So on the reference photo, it looks like there's grass and dirt on top.
Oh yeah, I see that.
So if we use commands, we can replicate this fairly easily.
Ooh, yes, bro, that looks so good. Once the grass was in, the Farlands still looked slightly empty, so we decided to add some granite and andesite blocks into the wall. And now that the simple detailing is in, it's time to copy this slice around all four sides.
Okay, I'm pasting it in.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good. Davdi, why isn't this lined up right?
Oh no. Did we not build it right?
No. Turns out we simply pasted it one block off, so everything's okay. The final thing to do was to hollow the entire region by selecting each corner and then using the hollow command. We should place a bet to see who can guess how many blocks there are.
Okay, I'm gonna guess 590,000 blocks.
I'm gonna say 436,183.
Okay.
All right, I'm checking now. What? Bro, it was 434,000. I literally do not know how I guessed it so close. I find it hilarious though. Well, man, thank you for helping. I can't wait to see how Mog reacts.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be so funny. Yeah, see ya.
Thanks to Davdi, we now have the design for the Farlands and can check off the fourth step. And now we need to move on to collecting all the items required. Now, 434,000 items is no joke, so let's start by breaking it down. All right, first of all, 5 shulkers of granite is easy enough, and then 15,000 andesite. Nice, look at all of this. And actually, let's also grab some dirt, because I want to come out here to spawn and kind of just make a quick platform for all these blocks. It's nice, those are the first 2 items checked off. Now we need 59,000 dirt. Let that just settle in for a moment. 59,000. That's a lot. But not a problem at all, because we got that quarry from a few episodes ago, and look at all this dirt. Next, we need 271,329 stone blocks. And for that, we are definitely gonna need a farm. But guess what? We got one right over here in the dome base. So if I press this, the farm starts, and then we can just sit here and mine for all the stone. Nah, this thing is way too slow. That's why I have this one right here. This is the ultimate stone farm, 72,000 blocks per hour. We start it by coming over here and hitting a pigman. These guys are gonna fall and die, which gives me XP, and then make sure the pickaxe that I'm using doesn't ever break. Oh, and did I mention that this gives 12 stacks of stone every minute? That's 7.4 blocks every second. How do you get 0.4 of a block? What if I told you that we have a faster method? This is the fastest super smelter in all of Minecraft, capable of cooking 622,000 blocks an hour. If we put the cobblestone we got from the quarry into this, we will have all that we need in no time. We're gonna start the smelter in
T-minus 10 seconds. All right, it seems that initiation protocol has been set. Everything is looking good to go. So in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Somehow the entire super smelter broke. I literally built it 1 episode ago. As much as I wanted to show off to you all with this smelter, it looks like karma got the best of me, and now I'm stuck at the stone farm for the next couple hours. Well, here we are. I let the farm run overnight, and looky here, that has got to be enough stone. So that means we need just one more item, and that would be 80,000 grass blocks. To be quite frank with you guys, I have no clue how we're going to get these. Okay, so I found this interesting grass block farm. I guess the way it works is that because Endermen have the ability to pick up grass blocks, you can then have them do that and then kill them and then collect the blocks. This is the farm here, which looks pretty scary, but breaking it down, we should be able to get all the materials pretty quick. Rails, slabs, trapdoors, lever, redstone, furnace, sticky pin, lamp, dropper, fences, endstone, chests, redstone torch, lead, piston, comparative repeater. It's really nice having a storage system with every item in the game. And then next, we actually have to build it. And for obvious reasons, this is an Enderman-powered farm. It's got to be in the end. And nah, let's not go there. Okay, over here looks good. So then I just got to follow the blueprint of this farm until it's finished. Oh, dang, I forgot Endermen are going to start spawning. Move. Oop. And so I spent tens of hours building the farm, hundreds of thousands of blocks. And by the time I finished, 800 Minecraft days had gone by. Nah, I'm kidding. This farm took like 30 minutes to build. And the last thing we need is to add an endermite here. So let's make a little box and then spawn an endermite. And now get in the minecart. Nice. Let's break all this. And there we go, that should be the farm ready. One question for you guys though is, how should I decorate this farm? I'd like to do something like spaceship vibey. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments and I'll name the farm after whoever's idea I pick. Alright, so I just added some dirt to the farm. I basically have to sit here holding down right click, and that means I'm gonna constantly be placing dirt, and then more dirt is gonna be dropped on top of me to restock my hand. Nice, it's working. Alright, I'm gonna go take a shower, and in the meantime, I'm gonna let this AFK, and hopefully we got a bunch of grass when I'm back. Okay guys, it's been 10 hours and I just finished my shower, but let's actually see how much grass we got. I'm betting there's gonna be like 10 shulk, 17 stacks. Are you kidding? So turns out I built the farm incorrectly and it broke. Now, no hate to the creator at all. This would have been a great farm if I had built it properly, but even when done so, it would only be like 750 blocks per hour. And if I need 84,000 grass, then that would mean I would have to AFK here for a grand total of 112 hours. That is not going to happen. That means we must move on to plan B to obtain this grass. That would be the classic method of literally just mining out an entire
plains biome. So firstly, we're gonna need a butt ton of shovels. I have all these netherite shovels here from a video that I haven't released yet, but these are gonna need to be enchanted first. So... I am gonna cry. Enchanting these shovels costed me 674 levels. Yeah, so over here we got a huge plains biome. It's time to start. I wish I had more to say, but all I was doing was mining grass. So how about I give you a mega edited montage instead? Yo, pillager, die. Why are you angry with me? Your friend is the one killing you. And there we are. That is the 50th shulker of grass filled up. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. And now I gotta move all these to the platform. Oh, also I forgot to move some of the stone over. So here are those shulkers. And that is the final one, meaning we now have all 434,000 items required to build the Farlands, and I can officially check off the 5th step. Yes. Oh, yes.
Placing 434,000 items is gonna take a long time, so I think we should first get some beacons. That way we can use the effects to speed things up.
Let's get these, and then some emeralds, and head back over. This is the corner where we're going to start the build, so let's place the first beacon down. Oh, wait, I never knew this was a thing. So the mini HUD mod shows the outline of how far a beacon will go. I guess that's going to be pretty useful to know where we need to place these. And I just ran out of emeralds. Oh my gosh. Okay, time to go to the raid farm. I always just like to place down these shulkers because then we can drop all the items out and then I can super quickly craft all of these into blocks. And there we go. 9 more shulkers of emerald blocks will definitely be enough. That's the last one. Nice. Cool. So now I should have constant beacon effects no matter where I am in this area. So that means I'm going to be here for the next long while we just start chopping stuff down to clear space for the build. Alright, at first it was kind of tricky to know which trees I needed to chop, so then I got the idea to actually use the blueprint for this early, and basically any of the trees inside of here need to go. And for anyone curious, this blueprint mod is called Lightmatica, which basically tells me where all the blocks need to go. And now there is nothing else to do than chop some lumber. I'm just gonna say it, I hate these big trees. Like, they're cool, but chopping them down is a nightmare. I can't possibly be the only one who thinks this. After spending nearly 400 Minecraft days on this project alone, I was beginning to get lazy, so I just moved on to the easier sections first. Okay, there's no more putting it off. I gotta just clear this entire dark oak forest. Dude, I just spent 30 minutes here and you can't even tell. After over an hour of clearing the dark oak forest, I was finally done with removing all the trees. Also, not to mention that during that time, I had to repair my axe once, which literally in all the time that I've played on this hardcore world, I don't think I've ever actually had to do that. And there go all the items. Yes, I can finally start. Oh my gosh, I'm surprisingly excited for this. We got all the items, the land is prepared, and now the only thing left to do is build. Firstly, I want to officially mark out the floor of the Farlands by coming into all the water spots and just placing some layers of stone. And I think a really cool idea for the build once it's done is that maybe we divide the entire thing up into different sections and have little biomes on top. No. Not like any of the 1,000 other videos out there, but basically if it's a forest over here or if it's a swamp over there, it's just gonna match the biome on top. Maybe you guys could even come up with lore, like an earthquake lifted the land right out of the ground or something, and that's how these got here. Well, time to get some materials, and here we go. This was it. This was the goal I had wished for so many years. I was finally going to see the Farlands in person, and it was only a matter of days away from completion. Oh, and I also managed to binge watch the entire 6th season of Better Call Saul. Just on a side note, I still find it so sad how Saul dies at the end. It's so frustrating.
Okay, don't hate me, I was joking. Or was I?
But as the hours flew by and the build was getting closer, the mental barrier of constructing something with so many blocks began to settle in. Going back and forth, getting materials, placing, mining, more materials, getting food, fireworks, placing, phantoms, so many phantoms. Like, bro, why so many phantoms? It was all mentally piling up, and there were times that I was about to give up or stop for the day. But then thinking back to my old childhood goal was motivation enough to keep me going. You see, something I've never really talked about with this project is what it means to me. All my builds have a deeper meaning, and this one in particular is very special because it dates all the way back to when I first played Minecraft Pocket Edition. Back in the day, the world had an invisible barrier, and I always remember going to the edge of it with friends, building bases there, or even glitching past it. It was quite unique. But that's besides the point. The border of the world was more than just that.
It was a challenge for young me. It inspired the idea to fill up the entire world with projects and builds to make it perfect. However, when the Minecraft world became infinite, this goal became impossible. And that was until MogSwamp suggested that I build the Farlands.
Because these Farlands are just like that old invisible barrier.
Because they limit the size of the world, I can fill this area up like I had always imagined.
And now for me, that old goal has been reignited, and someday I'm going to finish it. I really think that's what everyone needs. If you have a goal, find that one thing that will keep you on track. I believe it's essential to stick to your ambitions no matter what they are until you make them happen. And so with my goal in mind, the hours flew past. I wasn't going to let anything stop me. About 43 hours after I began building, I was on the final couple grass blocks.
The last block. Yes! And the last thing I want to do is quickly remove the dirt and grass outline.
There we go. Oh my gosh, we're getting so close to being done. I now want to work on spreading the biomes on top. So that's why we're getting all these saplings, because next I want to just place a couple spruce trees here in the mountain biome. Oh my gosh, that made it look infinitely cooler already. And so, I planted many more trees, just working my way around the Farlands, changing up the types as I got into different biomes. And when I ran out of saplings, I chopped trees for more, collected them, and continued growing them on top. Very nice. Those trees are looking dope. Okay, the other cool thing we always see in the Farland photos are the water and lava falls. Let's grab some buckets for those. And then we're gonna come over here to the desert to grab some Why are there so many iron golems in the... What the? This is remarkable. I'm actually awestruck. Ha! What? All right, let me quickly fill all these up. That should be enough. And then for the lava buckets, let's just head over to the nether and through here. Then we're just gonna jump into here. You know what this reminded me of? Who wants to know the winning lottery ticket numbers? Here they are, 3, 4, 1. So yeah, if you use those numbers, you're gonna win the lottery. Let's take all these over to spawn again. And now to actually make the water and lava falls, I think I can just land here or something and then place a source. Yeah, that seems to work. So now we gotta do this around the entire place. I started by placing lava on the inside of the Farlands, then I moved to the outside regions. After that, I repeated the same thing with the waterfalls, and while I was at it, I decided to add some water to the swamp region of the build. That way it would blend a little nicer.
When we show MogSwamp the Farlands, I want them to look as much as possible like the alpha Minecraft.
And I'm pretty sure beacons weren't a thing back then, so let's make sure to remove all these. And sure, we could mine them away, but I think TNT will be so much cooler. So in 3, 2, 1. Oh gosh, that was amazing. This is remarkable. I have no words for how amazing this is. Wasn't that just the most cool TNT explosion you've ever seen? I know. That's why I made you see it 30 times, just to make sure you wouldn't miss it. I then very quickly removed the rest of the beacons, and after that, I thought it would be neat to add a little village on top of the Farlands, as if it just spawned there or something. I made the pathways even fall into the lower layers as a real village would. And then once I placed the final block, I could officially say that I built the Farlands in hardcore Minecraft. Well, here it is. After over 150 hours of effort, the build is complete and looks amazing. Now we can get MogSwamp's reaction. Just before I call him, I should let you know that I installed some OG mods and texture packs to make the 1.20 Minecraft look just like the old days game.
This will be perfect to give him the best experience. Hey, Mog.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, so I called you because I wanted to say thank you for the idea.
Wait, what idea? I don't remember.
I didn't expect you to say that. You know what? Here, let me just show you. Here it is. Get ready.
Dude, this is like OG Minecraft.
Yes, and here are the Farlands.
No way, what? Oh my god, I'm literally speechless right now.
I just want to say thank you because you were the one who gave me the idea and the motivation to actually build these. So yeah, thank you.
Wow, I don't know what to say. You know, when I suggested you build these, that was a joke. I didn't mean for you to actually build the Farlands. No one's gonna watch this.